Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today my topic is steering. Steering is a system of components, linkage, and other parts or that allows a driver to control the direction of the vehicle. Introducing the most conventional steering arrangement allows a driver to turn the front wheels of a vehicle using a hand-operated steering wheel positioned in front of the driver. The steering wheel is attached to a steering column which is linked to rods, pivots, and gears that allows the driver to change the direction of the front wheel. Other arrangements are sometimes found on different types of vehicles, for example, a tiller or rear wheel steering tracked vehicles such as bulldozers and tanks usually employ differential steering where the tracks are made to move at different speeds or even in opposite directions, using the clutch and brakes to achieve a change of direction. Land vehicle steering. The basic aim of steering is to ensure that the wheels are pointing in the desired direction to move the vehicle as required. This is typically achieved by a series of linkage rods, pivots, and gears. One of the fundamental concepts is that of caster angle. Each wheel is steered with a pivot point ahead of the wheel, which tends to make the steering self-centering towards the direction of travel. The steering linkage connecting the steering box and the wheel usually conform to a variation of Karman steering geometry to account for the fact that in a turn the inner wheel travels a path of smaller radius than the outer wheel, so that the degree of tow suitable for driving in a straight path is not suitable for turns. The angle the wheel make with the vertical plane, known as camber angle, also influences steering dynamics, as do the tires, rack and no, rack and pinion regulating ball form and sector. Many more modern cars use rack and pinion steering mechanisms. When the steering wheel turns the pinion gate, the pinion moves the track, converting circular motion into linear motion along the transverse axis of the car. Inside car side to side motion, kind of like a gear mechanism. This motion applies steering torque to the swivel ball joints that replaced previously used kingpins of the stub axle of the stirred wheels via tie rods and a short lever arm called the steering arm. The rack and pinion design has the advantages of a direct steering feeling. BMW began to use rack and pinion steering system in the 1930s, with many other European manufacturers later adopting the technology. American automakers adopted rack and pinion steering beginning with the 1974 Ford Pinto. Older designs used two main principles: the worm and sector design and the screw and nut. Both types were enhanced by reducing the friction for screw and nut. It is the recirculating ball mechanism which is still found on trucks and utility vehicles. The steering column turns a large screw which meshes with the nut by recirculating balls. The nut moves a sector of a gear, causing it to rotate about its axis as the screw is turned. An arm attached to the axis